Hello, my loves. It's G here with Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. Holy crap. This energy that we're coming into is so... wow. Whew. Okay. Oh, it feels so good. I'm having to just kind of ease. It feels so smooth. I'm feeling very grounded, very calm. Very emotionally and energetically balanced in this energy. Everything just feels like it's all cool, man. Everything's happening in the proper amount of time, in the proper place. Just 1 second. Wow. This energy is really intense. I had to yeah, major energy. So we have the Tower energy and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I was hearing you are receiving your key. Your key is the invitation. Yeah. Your key is the invitation to the new world, to your new timeline, to your entry. So you had to show up in a certain energy. You had to be of a certain point of awakening to even be aware enough to receive the invitation, right? To receive the message. Get ready. Then once you receive that triggered a DNA activation within you to wrap up certain karmic cycles, learn certain lessons, let go of certain people, get into certain positions, get your body, mind, emotional state to a certain level so that you could receive the next thing, which was actually receiving the key. Right? And now I'm hearing the portal is going to appear before you. And if you don't have the key, then you can't open the door and you can't go through it. So you've had to go through certain karmic lessons to receive your key. And I'm not going to explain that anymore because those who understand. And this message is going to find those that understand. So, you had to be patient. And you had to accept certain truths about yourself, about your world, about what you were supposed to do. And you were supposed to match that energy. And you had to gain your independence from certain activities. Those of us that know, they know. You've been walking through the trials, right? You've been walking through the trials and you've been, hey, there's a reason that the man on the 9 of Wands is all bandaged up, leaning on that staff. He's like, woo, okay, we know about it. But you're gaining, right? You're becoming that wounded healer, right? $414 down on the clock right when I said that. There is an exchange happening here, right? You know that you had to show up in a certain light to the universe, and you had to prove, for lack of a better word, to the universe that you were ready to return a certain energy when it was given. So a lot of, those of you that know that you've been doing the work, it's time to receive. Don't worry about it. Nobody. Yeah, just don't worry about it. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups. The King of Cups is not as important as the Chariot card, though. Is what they're saying. The right time, with the right in the right emotional state, with the willpower. That's your key. Yeah, that's your key. And you will receive the growth that you've been asking for. But you had to develop your senses to the point where you would be able to feel that, right? To receive, you had to develop your senses to the point where you could receive. You could put it in, and you could put it into action, and be there, willing to jump into the energy and allow this to grow. Some of you might have had a challenge with resting your mind, or getting to a point where you were at an emotional sense of rest enough to receive this truth so that you could match this energy. Oh, you guys, this is such a big download. Oh, yeah, I knew. I was wondering what that, the truth, what this devil is in your life, what this karma is in your life, what it is, what chain it is exactly that you're breaking away, right? That's what this truth was. This is the devil in your life. This is how to break away from this chain. And of course, as we know, the devil don't want to let you go. The devil doesn't want to let you get that message. The devil tries to keep you distracted. It tries to keep you in pain. It tries to keep you, exhausted, tired, emotionally drained, to the point where you can't receive that download, where you can't receive that hint. And even if you do receive it, you're unsure what to do with it. Exactly. That devil energy will try its hardest to keep you in stagnancy so that this passion cannot ignite within you. But you are being given the opportunity. You are receiving this divine blessing. This divine blessing of independence. Yeah, getting that many of you are at different stages of this. Some of you have already received this message. And for some of you, you need to know that this thing that you've been waiting for, it's on its way to you. You are going to receive this divine inspiration here that is going to help you to achieve this independence from this devil energy. that is going to allow this energy to fully mature, to fully take root, and to grow, and to come into full fruition. But you had to learn how to have those boundaries, how to have that backbone, how to stand up not only to other people around you, to societal pressures, but also mostly to yourself, right? That devil energy is the strong, our strongest devil energy is actually within us, not from the exterior, not from enemies from the outside, but from the enemy within. Yes, I was just about to say, and that's the realization that you really had to come to. The strongest devil, the strongest enemy comes from within. It's our own fears, it's our own doubts, it's our own, nothing plagues us harder, right? And in fact, mostly the enemies that we see on the outside of us are simply marrying an enemy that is on the inside of us. As within, so without. But we are lucky because as above, so below. As it is in heaven, as it is in the higher realms, so it shall be down here as well. Right? So as you are overcoming those things, and you have overcome those things in the higher realms, so you shall overcome them here in the 3D as well. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you are working very closely with your higher selves and with ascended masters here that are bringing this enlightenment to you. So that's definitely a big confirmation of that for you. Yeah. Divine time is working for you to turn that will. And this will is trying to crush that devil. Oh yeah. The Lovers. But as always, it's about you and your journey. How willing you are to fight to overcome this. To see this devil for what it is. And how willing you are to use your willpower to overcome it. Because we all are given the strength and the will to overcome. We all have the free will. That is a right that the devil cannot take away from us. All he can do is whisper and make us forget that we could walk away from this devil at any point that we wanted to. We just have to have the strength in ourselves, which we do, but we have to remember that we have it to overcome it. Mm-hmm. 100%. Ooh, okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm being so drawn to the books here that these beings have. Some of you here could definitely be being shown parts of your soul plan parts of your Akashic records. Feeling so sleepy suddenly, you guys. Some of you might be experiencing weird time dilation because I'm not even gonna lie, I felt like everything was moving in slow motion for a few seconds there. Everything really felt like you could feel like a little out of body. You could be definitely having out of body experiences. Oh my gosh. I was feeling that so strong the other day. I was at work and I was literally walking around doing something at work, and suddenly I felt like I got like ripped. I felt like my soul, like my consciousness got like ripped out of my body, and I was experiencing like walking around doing what I was doing at work in my body, but also like hovering above my body, like almost like I was having like out of body experiences like during my conscious waking self. Like it was really trippy. It was really, really trippy. And I was just like, wow. I was just feeling like really aware of everybody's energy and everything around me. It was pretty intense. So let me guys know. Let me know if you guys have been experiencing anything similar to that as well. Have you been experiencing some very like trippy feeling torn, feeling a little out of your body, feeling like, how have you been feeling? If you feel comfortable sharing, of course. Whew, there is such a strong, like, higher self, like, higher dimensional presence here with me now. I'm trying to be able to speak and deliver these messages, but whoa, goodness. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of higher level beings watching you right now, and they are congratulating you. Yeah, and they're telling you, go, go, jump into this new timeline. Now is the time. Let it end in peace. Jump. Take that leap. Some of you are Hierophant in reverse. Sorry. The Hermit in reverse is what I was trying to say. There's something here about getting out. Like some of you are like, I know, something about going in. Getting out of your limitations, overcoming limitations about going inside. Really traveling deep, like really doing some deep traveling inside. Maybe some of you are being guided to do some deep astral traveling right now. 3 of Swords. Ah, yeah. The Death card. Bringing an end to some kind of period of 3 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Bringing an end to a period of unveiling very harsh truths to yourself. And that's, part of that trial energy that we're talking about here. Having the strength and having the bravery. Yeah. The reading that I pulled before this had a very feminine, nurturing energy to it. And it was pretty much delivering the same message, but in a very, feminine energy. And this one feels like it's delivering kind of a similar message, but in a very strong, masculine energy. There is some kind of a loss of an opportunity here that this energy wants to talk about. Okay. Queen of Wands. An opportunity to teach, or an opportunity to step up and lead, to guide, to be a guide to others, or to be a leader to others. To teach others from your own strength, to stand in your strength, and to be a guide, to be an example, to be a lighthouse, a light here to others. To be this. I feel like you don't understand how strong you are. I feel like you don't understand how much of a difference that you make just by standing in yourself and, standing in your truths and believing what you believe in. You have this huge ripple effect on not only your life, but karmically you have this huge ripple effect on a lot of people around you. And there's a lot of people here that are affected by your bravery, by your strength, by your ability to stand in this energy. There's also a lot of people that are intimidated by this energy, but there is this kind of magnetism around you that, I don't know, you just walk through a room or you walk through a space and you alter it and you change it. There's a lot of power in who you are. I really feel like this Ace of Pentacles in reverse is about you not seeing what a gift or what an opportunity it is to be you. That maybe for a long time you've not seen what a gift you are as a person, not only as a person, but so significant as a soul. And what a large impact you have on so many people around you. The loss of this is not looking in the mirror and seeing yourself like this. Because there are so many people in your life, whether they admit it, whether they talk about it, whether they can even consciously understand it, this is how so many people in your life see you. They see you as so strong and so brave, as very wise as a teacher. That even when you don't realize it, that you're just you'll flit into a space and be like, la 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 la, and just say something. And then you flit out and it's light and it's shifting and it's life changing and it's just what somebody needs to hear. And even though they might not ever express that to you, because for some people it's hard to express what your energy is and to put it into words. It's hard to quantify you. It's hard to be you are this. How do I explain that, you're this? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how to perceive it, but they do. On a soul level, they do. And you're missing out on such a beautiful opportunity to see how magnificent of a person you are. And I get it. It's nice to hear it. It's nice to hear it from other people, but there's something here that's indescribable. When people say, I don't know what it is about them. They just got that thing. There's just that thing about them, you know? They just got that sparkle to them. They've just got that je ne sais quoi. What is that? I don't know. And it's your soul essence. You know? People see you and they smile and they're happy, and it's like a sunshine. You know, it's like a star energy that comes into their life. People don't necessarily know how to describe that. And sometimes it can feel lonely feeling like this, because people can get very dependent on this energy, or people can get very, intimidated, or it's just kind of like, well, surely you know how magnificent you are. Surely you can see that you walk into a room and people light up and people are excited to see you, and you make people's days better and you put smiles on people's faces. Like, surely you can see that. Surely you can, but everybody likes to hear words of affirmation, but surely it's like people see you as a symbol, but they forget that you're also just a person. And so sometimes there's not a lot of people out there who are who are saying this message like this to you. Like, how magnificent you are, right? Like, how just cool you are, right? You know how much you change people's lives, right? Because it's an awful shame for you to be such a beautiful, giving, caring, loving, healing soul and to not see that. And it definitely could be a challenge for you in this lifetime to see, to really look in the mirror and see what everybody else sees. It is an emotional depth that Spirit is asking you. They're asking you to reach for. I am. It's not enough that everyone else sees you as this. To truly step into the full blossoming possibility of what this is, you have to see yourself as this. You have to know, yes, I am. To unlock you truly standing in this energy, you have to believe it inside yourself. You already are, but you need to look in the mirror and you need to see it. As you are now, you are already this. And sure, of course, you can look at yourself and see all the little things that need to change. Like, everybody's that way, Truly, nobody sees our flaws and our and our missteps and our what I'm trying to say, like our fault, like the ways that we don't measure up. Nobody really sees that as clearly as we see it in ourselves. But Spirit is saying it's such a shame that you don't walk around every, and it's good that you have like a humbleness to you. That's really good. But, it's an insecurity that Spirit wants you to face and wants you to see. You don't need an outside source telling you how great and how magnificent and how wonderful you are all the time. It's nice to hear it every once in a while, isn't it? But you need to know it, believe it, see it in yourself. Because then you truly walk forward with this knowledge. You truly walk in this every day. Consciously walk into it with the intention of, that's what I'm doing. That's who I am. You're already very powerfully, unconsciously just doing it all day, every day. Imagine how strong you could be if you knew it, if you embraced it. Mm. Mm. It's time to walk away from the moon, from the illusion that you're not this. That you're not strong enough or brave enough to overcome this devil energy, this darkness. Because that is, I think, one of your main darknesses that you are, is that if you are that sun, the rest of the world looks very dark. From the perspective of the sun looking out, maybe you don't realize that it's you. That's that thing that's casting all this beautiful, wonderful, loving light around you. You look out and you see the darkness and the absence of you. When everyone else looks at you and they see the brightness of the sun. And you look out into the darkness because you are that source of light shining out into the world, into the universe. Like here, the baby's back is to the sun. You know, here, the lovers, their back is to the sun. They are that sun energy shining out. And you have to have the braveness to face this darkness. And it can be hard when all you see is that darkness to remember that you're that sun, shining that brightness and that hope and that love out into the world. Because sometimes we want to be the receiver. Sometimes we want there to be another sun shining on our face. I understand. That's what your spirit guides are saying. I understand. Star. When you're as bright as the sun, it can be hard to see the other stars and the other suns out there shining out. But they are. You see those other stars in the sky back there? You're this bright sun, but there are others. And the brighter that you shine, sometimes the harder it can be to see those others. But they're there. And for a lot of you, it's giving me this kind of energy of like they're coming, like they're gathering. Like the more that you shine, the more, you know, that it's kind of, they're giving me this kind of, I don't know, whatever, of you being that awakening star, right? Because that's what the sun is. The sun is a star, right? And you're that star being born, right? That star shining that bright energy out. And as the sun starts, you know, and nuclear fusion starts within the core of that star, you know, and the plasma is ignited and the sun starts shining, you start building up that gravity, that gravitational pull of pulling things around you. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. See yourself for that bright, shining star that you are. Step into that I am and shine. And that's when you'll start having that gravitational pull of pulling those other bright energies around you. Because right now you've been surrounded by a lot of darkness. Gathering up all of that energy, gathering up all of that until you reach that point of collapse where the star ignites. And that's what you're doing right now. You're on the verge, you're on that edge of everything condensing down and igniting, right? The spark that ignites that shining bright star. Very interesting. I love how Spirit put all this. Okay. Everything's moving around, yeah. Flipping and moving around in the deck. Spirit is saying that you've been defining yourself by by the energy around you instead of by the energy that you're putting off. There's something here about defining again, they're showing me that position of the star looking out and seeing darkness. You know, looking out into the darkness of space, being like, it's so dark. You know, it's so dark and I'm lost and I'm all by myself here gathering up. Yeah. And that's been kind of a blindfold that you've had on here at this very like crossroads moment here. You know, and all of this, like this ace has been all of this material that like the universe is sending in, that's gathering all around you, waiting for you to ignite, waiting for you to hit that critical mass moment where you ignite and you become your own energy source. Yeah, there's something here about like it's the critical mass is there, it's too late, you know, it's already there. There's no fighting it, no going back now. You know, you've hit the point of no return. There's no need to go backwards anymore to the state of codependency of the energies around you having to reflect or feed into you, the egotistic need for the energies around you to feed into you and to say, you know, just to give you that energy, you know, seeking that external validation. There's no need for that anymore. There is this healing energy here of healing, this devil energy of needing, you know, needing that external validation, needing that external energy source, and flipping over to producing your own energy source, producing your own sense of validity, producing your own self-worth, producing your own, your own validation, switching away from this egotistical need of having your outside validate your inside, and switching the perspective of having the inside validate. That is what's going to help you to let go of this and to realize, right? Two of Cups, I have what I need inside of me. I have that energy source within me. I am that energy source. I don't need to search for a sun, for a sense of stability outside of myself. You have reached that critical mass point where you don't need that material from the exterior. Exactly. When you can let go of this, and have that sense of stability grow from within. Which is why Spirit is telling you, do this critical work of going within. It's 111 down on the real-time clock. Manifest that energy from within. That maybe perhaps, what you have been doing did not work in the past, or did not really take off, or did not grow, or did not have that sense because it was built from a place of receiving external validation, receiving what you need from the outside, receiving what you need from your friends and your family around you, praising you for what you were doing, or having followers or clicks or views give you this sense of praise from what you are doing. Having your bank account give you this sense of praise for what you are doing, for the choices that you're making. Needing your 3D world to confirm what you know before you make the decision. Well, I'll see it in the 3D then. Well, I'll see that this can make it then. Well, I'll have the partner come in then. Exactly. Having the will to forge this. To not be mistaken about what this Ten of Pentacles was really about. This Ten of Pentacles was never really about the 3D world. It was never about having a certain amount of money or living in a certain place necessarily. It needed to start within first, from this place, from a place within. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing the spirit guy say, okay, that's it. All right. Well, wow. This is very profound. I really liked this. Let me know what you guys thought of it down below. Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube things. Let me know. Comment down below and let me know how this resonated for you, if it resonated for you. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, guardians, and guides for guiding you here to get this information. I hope it gave you the love, light, or clarity that you needed. Okay? Thank you to my angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding me through delivering this information, as well as keeping me safe while they did so. I appreciate you guys ever so much. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one. Okay? Bye.